Where's all that coming from? Is that part of the hurricane or long
Well,
gone?
yes and no.
Okay.
It's not a direct impact from the hurricane, but there
Okay.
was a very persistent area of low pressure spinning right along the eastern seaboard of the United States, and it started tapping into a little bit of that moisture from the hurricane. The hurricane never even came close to the coastline of the Carolinas, and there you can see it right there, friends. We have two areas of low pressure. The one in the upper right-hand portion of your screen, that is Hurricane Joaquin, which now has sustained winds of 85 miles per hour, continuing to move off to the northeast. But notice this area of low pressure that's spinning around right off the coastline of the Carolinas. This has actually been hanging out right along the eastern seaboard of the United States for about the last, I'd say, 8-9 days. And so what happened is, with the tropical system down there to the south, it tapped into a little bit of tropical moisture that was interacting with this very persistent low, and it just kept squeezing the moisture out of the atmosphere. It was horrendous. You saw the damage associated with that. Now that low is going to begin to move off the coastline as well, so they're going to get a chance to dry out. But for us here, it's beautiful, dry conditions. Here's a live picture that we have right now from Stanley, and as you could tell, it's just about as nice as it gets out there. Lots of sunshine in the forecast for tomorrow. It is going to be a warmer week ahead, and I think it's going to stay mostly nice through Saturday. We may start to see some changes on Sunday. There are showers out here in the western United States, but most of it is associated with a broad area of low pressure spinning around the southwestern part of the country, which is sending a little moisture right up into the Beehive State. But for us here in the Gem State, we are dry. Temperature reading 75 degrees right now. In Ontario, it's 76. Mountain Home is 73. Stanley is at 68. And McCall, a very pleasant 69 degrees. So if you look at this satellite imagery, notice what we have. We have a main storm track up here to the north. This is what we call a split flow in the jet stream. The main storm track is up there to the north, and there's another storm track down there to the south. That's what's bringing in that shower activity to the desert southwest. So here across the state of Idaho, we're kind of like right in between these two jet stream flows. So this puts us in a nice dry wedge. Now I think that we'll start to get some high clouds kind of cruising in from this northern branch of the jet stream on Wednesday, but I don't expect to see any shower activity. Even the computer models pick up on this. Tomorrow through the day, mostly sunny skies. Watch this little disturbance coming in courtesy of that northern branch of the jet stream, and all it does is bring us some occasional high clouds on Wednesday. Then most of this starts to move out of the area by Thursday and Friday as high pressure rebuilds, and it's also going to allow our temperature readings to start warming up. 7-day forecast for the Treasure Valley. The high temperature tomorrow, 78 degrees. Few more clouds on Wednesday, but still a fairly dry week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday looks phenomenal with temperature readings approaching the low 80s. And then we'll have to see. Maybe there's some kind of a storm that will approach the area on Sunday. Still too early to call that for sure, but we'll keep you posted. And then, of course, for the mountains, we'll be seeing sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 70. More clouds expected on Wednesday as that weak disturbance comes in from the west. Don't expect to see any showers out of it. And then maybe mostly cloudy skies on Sunday, courtesy of a storm. But for right now, the weather pattern is looking dry. From now through Saturday, maybe some kind of a little wetter change on Sunday. We'll give it time to see how it kind of stews.
Interesting. I know we live in a desert, but is this dry spell unusual?
It can typically be very dry here in the Intermountain West and the Pacific Northwest this time of the year. It's when we finally get the introduction of the jet stream that comes down and starts hanging out. It's kind of like a little transition. It comes down, then it goes up. It comes down, and then it goes up until it decides to finally do its thing, which is typically in November.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. My irrigation's been turned off, so I'm ready to start seeing some of the rain. All right, thank you.